So today I want to talk about a goal for the next 12 months of mine, which is it's going to be hugely challenging, but it's to do with stepping out of my businesses. So if you're an entrepreneur, business owner, you can kind of resonate with that feeling of being constantly involved and wanting to step outside. This is a good one to listen to for you. Welcome back to consecutive day 1755 of a diary of a runpreneur. Today's episode is all about, as a business owner entrepreneur, how we can step away from our business or businesses so it runs independently without too much of our personal involvement. Sounds like a dream, but believe you me, it is a reality. So before we get started, don't forget that this vlog is part of a fundraiser of saving the lives of children by attempting the ultimate ultramarathon of run vlogging on consecutive days, a distance of a lap of the world, barefoot style. And the more people we get in front of, more money we raise, more children's lives we save, which is why I do this every single day. So back to the topic at hand. Stepping away from your business. So I'm not physically stepping away from my business. I've done this process several times before over the last 20 years of my entrepreneurial career. And the reason why I'm back into the nitty gritty at the moment is we're just launching a new business called Operations Director, which is building an operating system for entrepreneurs, business owners, how they can, optimize and automate, utilize AI in their systems processes, how they can get much better, more effective people management techniques using software, and how they can access real-time data to make key decisions for their business. Now, I've built this business from the ground up, and once I've kind of finished with the project build, the next stage is going to be to implement it across all of my existing businesses. So a big project, but I've given myself a 12-month target to achieve it. So basically, by the end of March 2026, I want to have all of this completely in place, which I think is incredibly doable. It's not going to be without a huge amount of challenges when you're going from, you've systemized businesses before, you've let the systems kind of become outdated, and you've changed too many things without kind of sticking to rigorous protocols, etc. And then before you know it, you find yourself jumping back in and sorting bits and pieces out in businesses. Add on to that the starting of a new business venture as well. It can kind of create a very chaotic world to operate within. But I knew what I was getting myself into. So it's going to be a pretty interesting journey over the next 12 months. The good news is that most of the businesses are already partially systemized. So they were fully systemized, but we've just changed and adapted in numerous areas, and things haven't been updated as they should have been. So we need to go back in and kind of scrutinize. And we've used this opportunity to kind of fix these things as the way we're going to launch the new business venture, which is Operations Director. So I'm hugely excited about the new business. I think once we've kind of rolled it out and we've got our first client on board, being onboarded at the moment. We expect to have more over the next month. And whilst we're kind of building it out, working on our clients' businesses, we'll also be working on our own businesses as well. And I think what we'll learn throughout that will be incredibly valuable, and it will be incredibly beneficial to all businesses involved, because we're sharing best practice between all businesses, which is going to be a super cool kind of journey to go on. But I've got to give myself a line in the sand that by the end of March 2026, I want to be completely, only operating at a strategic level on all businesses, and each of them operate within their own right as their own independent entities with the people that are in place for each business. So it's going to be a challenge, but certainly one that I'm looking forward to. We're already well into it, and but I think a 12-month kind of target is realistic, as I can kind of reverse engineer back from 12 months on what's going to be needed to be done in each business at each given time. So that's pretty much the topic I want to discuss today. I think ultimately the learnings from my diary is that if you're a business owner, entrepreneur, and you still find yourself working too much within your business, it's absolutely fine to be doing this in the very early stages, because that is common practice with new business startups. But when you've been operating for a year, 2 years plus possibly, at this point you want to be starting to think about the infrastructure, the people, the systems and processes, the data that you can access to be able to run your business from a management by numbers perspective. And once you start understanding that, it's really kind of eye-opening about how you can start kind of capitalizing on a better lifestyle as an entrepreneur, because so many entrepreneurs are so stressed, so overwhelmed, completely by the challenges of business. Because if you are the business, it's way worse than a 9 to 5 job. You can be doing 50, 60, 70 hour weeks, and that can be for a long time if you don't start changing the way you do things. So if you can resonate with that, hopefully this relates to you. You need to start on your pathway to systemizing your businesses. It's not easy, it's not an overnight exercise, but learn about it, understand about it, get in touch. Operations director, it's exactly what we do. We do this for our clients. So yeah, there is another way, that's what I'm saying. So anyway, if you find that useful, please do give this a subscribe, share, like and comment, because it's part of a fundraiser of saving lives of children by attempting the ultimate ultra marathon of run vlogging on consecutive days of distance of a lap of the world. And the more people we get in front of, the more money we raise, more children's lives we save, which is why I do this every single day. Thank you as always. Stay positive, stay happy. I'll see you again tomorrow.